In this video, let's take a look at capture profiles. Capture profiles are used with screen capture projects as well as video capture projects. You can also use capture profiles when you're inserting screen capture slides and/or video capture slides into existing projects. Right now, let's take a look at the screen capture project. And here's where we find the capture profile option. This is one of the necessary steps that you will have to take when you're creating a new screen capture project. So let's take a look at these. Here we see a list of different capture profiles that come pre-installed with Viewlet Builder. You can add a new one. You can actually edit existing capture profiles, delete them, and/or organize them within your list as needed. Now, what is a capture profile? The easiest way to find out what they are is let's go ahead and edit one. And you'll notice that it opens up another dialog called Capture Options. A capture profile is simply all of the options you set for capture options that are saved into an individual profile and used during your recording session. That's all it is. When you're creating a new screen capture project, you have two different capture modes you can use. You can select to use Smart Capture, which is driven by mouse clicks and keyboard presses, and it automatically will record the actions on your screen while you just have to go ahead and walk through the steps of what you want to record. And then Viewlet Builder will have a minimum, it will convert a minimum of 3 background frames per slide when it converts the screenshots to project slides. You also have the option to choose manual capture, which will require you to assign a hotkey that is used during the capture session, and every time you go ahead and have a change on your screen that you want to capture, you press a hotkey. Viewlet Builder will then go ahead and snap a screenshot, and then when the project screenshots are converted, they'll be converted to one single static background frame per slide when it converts your screenshots. So you can determine which of these modes you want to use, and then depending upon which of the capture modes you use, that will determine the additional tab options available to you. So we're going to go through this here. Smart Capture. In the General tab, you have the ability to go ahead and change things such as your timing. You can go ahead and set hotkeys. So while you're doing Smart Capture, you might want to use a hotkey to get additional static screenshots using manual capture. You have feedback options. Maybe you want to have a mouse camera shutter sound available each time it does a capture. You also have options if you're doing capture and you're using your mouse to click. You can capture cursor simulation. Maybe you don't want to have any kind of cursor click sounds captured. You can do the same for wheel, a mouse wheel if you're using it, as well as keyboard. When you're typing into the keyboard here, it can capture the keyboard simulation for you. You also have in these tabs, if you look down here, timing that you can set as well. And at the top of each of these, you have annotations available. So for example, if we enable annotations for when we're clicking the mouse during a recording session, and let's jump over here, what will happen is when the screenshots are converted to slides, in this case, each time we've clicked somewhere, Viewlet Builder will automatically also add a balloon and annotation pointing to where we click with some baseline text that we set up in this column over here. That will also give us less work during the editing process, because what happens is we don't have to guess where we need to put, let's say, call to actions or annotations for any click operations or click actions. Viewlet Builder's already done it, and we can go ahead and just edit any of the annotations, type in new text, change the pointer, or get rid of them entirely if we want to. It would be up to us. This just, again, helps cut down on some of the editing that we have to do when the project's converted from screenshots to project slides. And then you also have your Advanced tab where you have other settings you can set up. Once you go through all of the different tabs based upon the capture mode you select, click OK, and then go ahead and click OK to close this dialog. Make sure that that's the profile you want to use for your recording session, and then you click OK and you go directly into your recording session, and it will use that capture profile. I do want to go back to the video capture project and take a look at the A little bit of a difference here if you're using a video capture project or inserting video capture slides. Again, you do have the capture profile option. This particular list only comes with one pre-installed capture profile, but you can then again edit it as needed, or you can create additional ones. We'll just take a look at the difference here. For video capture projects or video capture slides, you only have one capture mode available. It will be video capture, which will enable you to capture live what's going on your screen during the recording session. Again, you do have additional tabs you can go through and choose options. This is the only capture mode that will allow you to record sound while you are doing the actual recording session. So here you can go ahead and record sound and set up your recording options in this window for your video capture. So again, once you've made all of your selections, you can go ahead and click OK, then click OK, and make sure that that's the correct capture profile that you want to use during your video capture recording session. You click OK, and then you go right into your recording session. So that's all there is to it. If you have any questions on capture profiles or any other features within any of Qarbon's products and services, please visit us online at www.qarbon.com. And thanks for stopping by. Happy viewleting!